Hello and welcome to the big picture. With no confusion left about the formation of the BJP-led NDA government, the focus has shifted to the Delhi state. The Delhi Assembly, which has been kept under suspended animation for the last over 3 months, has now to be either revived or dissolved. The Lieutenant Governor, who has started the process of consulting all the parties involved, will have to take a decision sooner than later. With none of the parties having a majority and the AAP government having once resigned, can there be another government? The BJP, which is on a high now, after having won a decisive majority in the Lok Sabha, does not look keen to stake claim. Aam Aadmi Party, which thought of going for a referendum, seemed to have decided against it. So is a fresh election the best option? Meanwhile, Arvind Kejriwal has refused to provide a bond in a defamation case filed by BJP leader Nitin Gadkari and has been sent to judicial custody. We will discuss all this today with Aarti Mehra, BJP leader. Brijesh Kalappa will be joining us soon. Ashish Khetan, Aam Aadmi Party leader, and Vinod Sharma, political editor of the Hindustan Times. Welcome to all of you. Aarti Mehra, now that the Lieutenant Governor has started consulting, is the BJP absolutely sure that it does not want to take a chance to form the government in Delhi?
We are, as a BJP party, we are very clear from the day one. One can say from the 8th of December 2013, BJP decided that we will, on a high moral ground, will not, though we are the single largest party, we will not make any adjustments. We will wait for the proper mandate. And whatever mandate has been given to Aam Aadmi Party or Congress, if they want to make the government for all the good issues which are in the interest of people of Delhi, we will stand for them. So Bharatiya Janata Party today also is very, very clear that we do not form, we are not going to form the government. We will wait for the elections to come.
Ashish, they're saying they don't want to form the government.
If they were so clear and certain, why didn't they tell the same to the Supreme Court?
Why didn't you tell this to the Supreme Court, Aarti Mehra? Now you're saying that right from 9th December you have been very clear. Why was it not made clear to the Supreme Court?
No. From the day we have made it very clear, and Honorable Lieutenant Governor, he was to take the call. We were very clear. Absolutely clear. Our lawyers have made it clear to the Honorable Supreme Court.
That's not factually correct.
And we are still very clear. And on the from the 8th of December, we've been only saying one thing.
Yes.
Bharatiya Janata Party will sit in opposition, and we will fulfill our duty of a strong opposition, and anything which is in the interest of people of Delhi, we are going to stand by it.
No, that's okay,
and
but
we still say the same.
No, Aarti ji, the thing
it's not Kejriwal.
No, 1 second.
Who has a big stain on him as a bhagoda, as a absconder.
No, Aarti ji, we are please let me get
every now and then.
Let me ask you the question. You are saying that you have been clear. The Supreme Court asked all the parties, would you like to form the government? You kept quiet. And now that this result has come, so now you think that the situation is ripe for you to go for elections and probably win a majority on your own. So now you are making this clear.
They were waiting for the verdict for the results of the Lok Sabha elections. That's why they created confusion. They didn't make it clear to the Supreme Court, nor did they make it clear to the people of Delhi. They kept waiting. It's all about their political benefits.
Ashish,
it's all political. Ma'am, I'm sorry.
Ashish, let her answer now.
Ashish,
you said
it doesn't suit you. It doesn't suit you. You see, it's the, what an ironic twist. What an ironic twist given by Kejriwal. He went to the Lieutenant Governor and he requested him not to dissolve the Delhi government. And then today, he is requesting to dissolve. He goes to the Supreme Court to dissolve. You see, he was waiting. If the Congress comes and support him,
can I reply?
Support the Aam Aadmi Party, he wanted to form the government.
Okay, let him answer.
His stand. He doesn't have one stand.
Can I reply?
People have seen the true face of Aam Aadmi Party.
Aarti, let Ashish answer. Ashish, you have to answer. No,
yes.
The point she has made is very valid. All very valid.
It's a valid point,
yes.
And I will tell you the rationale behind our decision to go to LG. On 14th February, when BJP and Congress joined hands in the assembly and they disrupted the proceedings of the assembly, didn't even allow us to present the resolution of Jan Lokpal bill, forget passing the bill, when they made it very clear that they will block the Jan Lokpal bill. We went to the LG and we said that we don't want to run the government, we want to dissolve the assembly. They didn't make it, one second, they didn't recommend the dissolution of the assembly then.
They is who? How can they recommend?
No, one second. We went to the Supreme Court saying that we want polls, right? They could have also written to the LG that we are not in a position to form government. AAP is not in a position to form government. We are not in a position, I'm talking the BJP is not in a position to form government. They could have easily recommended to the LG for the dissolution of the assembly. We went to the Supreme Court. They didn't make their stand clear to the Supreme Court. They said we'll make it clear after the results of the Lok Sabha elections because the top leadership is busy.
Your duties?
Because the top leadership is busy.
That is
the
question now.
The top leadership was busy before the elections. Now the verdict has gone in their favor. They think there's a wave in their favor.
Aarti ji, no, 1 second. We are now joined in by Brijesh Kalappa of the Congress, spokesperson of the Congress. Let us get him also into the debate. Brijesh, is your party now clear in its mind that that this government in Delhi, rather the assembly in Delhi needs to be dissolved, or is there a chance for you people to explore another option of forming a government along with the Aam Aadmi Party?
No, we are very clear in our minds, Girish, that we are going to have fresh elections, and we don't support the Aam Aadmi Party, again, because they have really destroyed the aspirations of the people. They had a golden opportunity to rule, to actually, provide for good administration, and giving some very lame excuses. They just really, like Aarti Mehra has said, they really ran away. They were, people who, on some very flimsy, stating some very extremely flimsy reasons, they ran. But I'd also like to make a point about Aarti Mehra's party. You see, today they say they've completely changed their stand, like you rightly pointed out, given the mandate that they have now received. But what were they doing with Mr. Binny? They have been, having a very coochie relationship with Mr. Binny. They have been having a very close relationship with several other AAP legislators that they were trying to defect. And they have been doing a lot of other, it is not very new to you that what they did in Karnataka. In Karnataka, when they had Operation Kamal, they enticed certain legislators who belong to the BJP, to the JDS and to the Congress, and they brought them over by paying them heavy monies. So this is exactly what they had planned here. They had exactly planned this. Of course, now the situation has really turned in their favor. That I don't give. But, the point is that the electorate, which they think that, the electorate is going to sweep them to power in Delhi. I think they're under a mistaken impression.
Okay.
Because the electorate votes differently for the assembly and for the parliament.
Vinod Sharma, what is the option now? Do you think in such a situation, is it fair to, impose another election on the people of Delhi? Don't you think that the political parties do have some kind of a responsibility in ensuring that, because not even 3-4 months back we had elections, we had another election just now, we have finished another election, and it will go. Can the people of Delhi afford to go in for another elections in the next 2, 3, 4 months, whatever?
Well, it's always better to avoid elections because elections entail money and they entail disruption of administration. And you see, there wouldn't be a government in Delhi, an elected government in Delhi, for an appreciable period of time. And I think that it's a responsibility of the political class to make sure that the city gets the elected government it deserves. But having said that, I think that in the current house, the logjam is too complex to be broken. And every party is trying to show that it is on the right and the other side is on the wrong. Now, this may apply in varied degrees to all political parties, that they have committed certain wrongs and they have on certain positions they are right. I think that had it been a normal situation, and Aarti ji should bear me with it, you see, because they just have a government in Delhi and central government in Delhi, and Mr. Modi would not like to start on a false note, on a discordant note. So I don't think that the BJP will be doing anything, and neither is it in a position to do anything of the kind my friend from the Congress is apprehending, that is Operation Kamal. Though, may I point out to him that the initiation of such a thing was done in Goa many years ago, and Congress itself was involved. That you make certain legislatures resign for a consideration and get them elected again.
Every
so that you can prove your majority.
Every party has been
yeah, amongst those present and voting.
Yes.
But I quite accept that, frankly, to be honest, because the kind of electoral system we have today, that in which 2.5 crores a party has got by way of votes, and has not got a single seat, which is the BSP. So look at the irony of it, that the first past the post has to be seriously reconsidered. But I think that elections should be avoided. But if they are indispensable and they have to be done, then we have an example of Bihar, where after a badly hung assembly, the state got a strong government, a stable government for a period of time. So having fresh elections, there is nothing wrong in it. And the Aam Aadmi Party, its vote share went up by 4%, though it's, in the recent Lok Sabha elections, and though they didn't get any seat in the Lok Sabha, but they were the number 2 party in Delhi.
Yes.
In every single seat, they were the number 2 party. And that should be a cause for concern for the Congress. And also the BJP don't cock a snook at Aam Aadmi Party, because they alone can realize, they alone can realize Modi's dream of a Congress Mukt Bharat, because they are the guys, you used to call them the B team of Congress, but they are the guys who have done maximum damage to the Congress, not just in Delhi, but also in Punjab.
Okay.
Also in Punjab and Haryana.
No, that's not the point. Vinod, Aarti Mehra, 60 out of the 70 constituencies, assembly constituencies, your party has led, has been in the lead in this Lok Sabha election, 60 of the 70 assembly constituencies. Is that the reason why you people want to go in for another election? Don't you think that you will be imposing a lot of effort, money, and unnecessarily straining the resources of the Delhi government by going in for another election? Don't you think that something could be done, and in the present circumstances, why don't you go ahead and form a minority government?
You see, Bharatiya Janata Party being the single largest party.
Yes.
We were the single largest party, and people had given us mandate, which was not. And now 3 MLAs have become the member parliaments also.
Yes.
So our number has again
that you
come
are not
down.
serious.
So we were very clear, and we were serious. We were very clear that under these circumstances, Bharatiya Janata Party is not going to make any arrangements and form the government. Even then or now, we are very clear. I would like to tell one thing to Ashish Khetan ji, who just said that BJP and Congress has joined hands and they stopped the bill. You see, since the Honorable Lieutenant Governor has written a letter, they were bringing it unconstitutionally, unlawfully,
this has been discussed
wherever
enough.
There was no need.
No, this has been discussed.
I personally feel that it's a time for them to introspect. It's the time where their own senior leaders like Kumar Viswas and Shazia Elmi, they want Kejriwal to be replaced with the acceptable face like Manish Sisodia. They should be doing some introspection,
that is not the issue. We will discuss that later.
BJP, what proof do they have?
No, it's okay. Ashish?
Yeah. First of all, can I say
one second. Has there been a discussion within your party about, because yesterday the report said that you people wanted to go in for a referendum among the people of Delhi. You wanted to find out whether people of Delhi wants you to explore again the option of forming a government. Now that you seem to have changed your mind. Why not go for a referendum?
I'll tell you
why is this kind of a confusion which
I'll
is
tell
in
you
your
why,
party?
Girish. First of all, it's very unbecoming of any politician to spread such canards about rival political parties. I mean,
No, that is their job actually.
No, no,
It's the job of all your party. They are all spreading canards against each other.
to say that certain people want to replace someone, that's
Anyway,
really unbecoming of her.
Let us
But
keep
that apart,
aside.
yeah, but that apart. The second thing is that after the elections, even during the campaign, we realized that we made a big mistake by quitting the Delhi government without taking the people in confidence.
Right.
By not going back to the people, asking for a referendum and taking their views. We made a huge mistake. And we have no arrogance and we have no problem in accepting our mistake. We accept our mistake unconditionally without any caveats, that we made a mistake, we were new in politics. We didn't realize that people were having high expectations from us and people would have wanted us to continue despite the fact that we were not
you
in a
had
position
high
to...
hopes.
One second, ma'am.
You
One
thought
second.
you are going to
One
win
second,
100 Lok Sabha seats.
One second.
Okay,
ma'am.
let
One
him
second.
finish. Let him
One second,
finish,
ma'am.
Aarti ji.
So, the people wanted us to continue and we accept this mistake unconditionally. Now, for the last 3-4 days, there was some confusion and that confusion was partly created by the Congress. Mr. Shakil Ahmed, he went on a TV channel and he said that the letter that we wrote, I think the Congress party wrote to LG, still remains intact. So the support remains intact.
Right.
So our cadres were confused, our MLAs were confused, and the impression that was created was that again Aam Aadmi Party is refusing the support being given by the Congress and not taking the people in confidence. So we thought that okay, we'll go back to LG, we'll explore this possibility that if Congress wants to support the unconditional support or the support that they extended to us along the same lines 3 months, 4 months back, we'll go back to people and hold a referendum this time around. So this time we are not charged with the accusation that we don't take people in confidence and we take decisions unilaterally.
Right.
That's all. That
Okay.
was the intent with which we went to LG. That please don't dissolve the assembly immediately. Let us hold a referendum if at all Congress wants to extend the support.
Brijesh, why was this confusion spread? By
No,
your party. He is saying that it was your party which spread this confusion. Your party spokesman says that the letter is still valid.
No, he has said that the letter was valid in a different context. I think the Aam Aadmi Party and Mr. Kejriwal's party completely misunderstood the situation. The point is that the Congress was itself deeply concerned about the fact that they just left their positions and ran with barely, on the one hand, we had unilaterally supported them. We had said that we extend our full support to you. And, and here was a situation where the Aam Aadmi Party, quietly just ran away. So we felt totally let down. And as far as Mr. Shakil Ahmed having said that, he may have said it in a different context. And I'm honestly not aware of it. But the point is that we were not certainly extending our support. See, today we realize that we stand number 3. In terms of the position
You're
of
not
candidates,
anywhere.
we stand number 3.
Right.
But knowing this very well, we don't want to do anything in which the electorate feels that the electorate feels let down in any manner. We don't want to do that. See, we are...
So you're prepared to face the election?
Yeah, of course. We are a 127-year-old party. We have seen electoral rout. We have seen electoral victories. We are completely prepared for all eventualities. But I must point out that one of the finest administrations ever given to Delhi was by Sheila Dikshit. And this is really fresh in people's minds.
Hopefully. That's what you can hope. Ashish, so now there is no more confusion after this?
Yes.
Now,
So,
today, is there no more confusion
yes.
about what to do?
So, Girish, when we went to LG yesterday, and when we wrote the letter to LG in the morning, yesterday morning, after that, the Congress came out, and senior leaders, junior leaders, Delhi level leaders, central level leaders, they all made it very clear that they are not in a mood to extend any kind of support, and they want to impose yet another election on the people of Delhi. So, if both BJP and Congress want to impose one more election on the people of Delhi, then we are ready for it.
So, Vinod?
Well, it's a very politically loaded
No,
statement.
you were ready
would you let
immediately
me
after
speak?
you ran away.
Aarti ji,
You have written, you've been...
Aarti ji, let Vinod finish. I'll come to you.
I think Ashish has just made a politically very loaded statement, and I think that the Aam Aadmi Party's campaign, if the elections are inevitable, would be that these elections have been forced on the people of Delhi by two irresponsible national parties. Well, it makes sense from their standpoint, but I have a piece of advice for the Aam Aadmi Party as well. You see, somewhere along the way, they have erred in measuring up to people's expectations.
We accept that.
And I think that they became far too ambitious far too quickly. Had they confined themselves to Delhi, Haryana and Punjab, mind you, they would have returned at least 15 members of parliament from these three states.
Anyway, that is...
and the irony today is that the another elections which will be held in Delhi would be the second choice of the people of Delhi. That would be the second choice of people.
Absolutely. Aarti Mehra, as Vinod points out, that Aam Aadmi Party may become the second choice, but Ashish,
whoever becomes the ruling party in the next elections will be the party by the second choice of people of Delhi.
Absolutely.
Nationally.
And okay, Aarti Mehra. Ashish says that if elections are held, it is you and the Congress are responsible for it, for imposing it on the people of Delhi.
You see, they just moved to Supreme Court immediately after. When they ran away, they were like an absconder, and now they are trying to put things. You see, they are internally so weak. They have lost ground. And somewhere they feel that they are not going to give, they are afraid, they are not going to get even 10 seats. So that's why, and the innocence which Mr. Ashish Khetan was showing, I don't think the things are so straight. It's just that they tried very hard, they wanted to form the government, they wanted to explore all the possibility, but when they saw that nothing is working out, so they say, okay, let's say a big maafinama to Delhi people. So what do they think,
Okay.
It's not a joke.
Okay.
It's a government.
Right.
And we feel very strongly that why Delhi have a minority government? Delhi should get a government which Delhi deserves.
Okay.
A strong government which can be led, with the development and with the good governance.
Okay. Ashish, is she says that, and even Brijesh says,
yes.
the issue is that, you have got weakened, the Aam Aadmi Party has got weakened, you're not sure of your strength at this point of time. And today, is that the reason why Arvind Kejriwal has decided to, not accept the bond and go to judicial custody, so that, he could get some political mileage out of this?
See, Girish, our biggest strength is our principles and values. We are a 1.5-year-old party. We came out of a movement, a political movement, an anti-corruption movement, people's movement. Our biggest strength is our principles, our values, the hope. We are the party of hope. If Aarti Mehra...
or where?
We are the party of hope. Okay. If Aarti Mehra...
You still think that you are the party of hope?
Absolutely. If we were not the party of hope, we would not have got 4 seats from Punjab, where we didn't have any structure, any organizational structure. I would accept when Aarti Mehra says that we are weak. We don't have a structure. We are weak in terms of resources. We don't have big corporate backing. We don't have big money. On all these counts, BJP is very strong and we are weak. But when it comes to the hopes and aspirations of people for honest politics, I think you're very strong. Nationally, why we lost elections in Delhi? One second, I'll just complete the point.
My question, you're not answering my question.
One second, I'll just complete this point. Nationally, why we failed to win even 1 seat from Delhi, Lok Sabha seat, because people didn't see as an alternative nationally to form a central government. We were a new party. They knew that we were not in a position to form government. Perhaps we could have given a very strong, constructive opposition.
Why has Arvind Kejriwal decided to take this line, land up in judicial custody?
I'll tell you.
This clearly looks like a,
I'll tell you,
an attempt
Girish,
to get political mileage. It's been seen as a drama.
No, Girish, it's very important that even Aam Aadmi, ma'am, one second. Girish, it's very important that any common man can raise his voice against corruption, big ticket corruption against big leaders. And the big ticket corruption, big corporates, big politicians don't embroil and ensnare a common man in litigations, in court processes, and tries to muzzle the voice of the common.
What is the point he's trying to say?
Point very simple, that any common man on the road can raise his voice against corruption and should not be muzzled by court processes, by litigations, by filing defamation suits. That's the point.
Brijesh?
You see, Girish, as a lawyer, I'm deeply concerned by what Ashish Khetan says. You see, there is a process. There is a process of defamation. Every person is entitled. I don't know. I don't give a certificate to Mr. Gadkari, first of all. But every person is entitled to his fair reputation. To his fair reputation. Every person is entitled to his fair reputation. And when that right is there, then if a common man says that no, so and so, although he enjoys a fairly good reputation, is corrupt or is bad or wrong, then certainly the law should take course. Because you see, ultimately Mr. Kejriwal's party are a set of anarchists, and they will remain a set of anarchists.
Okay, one second. Manish Tiwari was Manish Tiwari an anarchist when he called Nitin Gadkari corrupt? Because the defamation suit was also against Manish Tiwari and he apologized. We are not in the business of...
Can I make a point here?
Very quickly, I'll come to you, Vinod.
Another defamation cases of Mr. Kapil Sibal on Kejriwal. Another defamation cases by Kapil Sibal on Kejriwal.
Okay.
You see, how can you make all the false allegations?
Okay. And what are your views, ma'am, on what are your views, ma'am, about Kapil Sibal?
The then president has paid a price.
I'm surprised in seeing the camaraderie between Congress and BJP
then they made the allegation.
On the issue of corruption.
Yes, very quickly, last words.
I have a broader view of this.
This is so shameful.
Okay, Aarti Mehra, please.
So shameful. You have no evidence.
Aarti Mehra, please.
You have no evidence.
Aarti Mehra is not...
speak left and right, whatever you wish.
Aarti Mehra, please.
You see, political career of almost 50 years. How can you do this?
Okay,
Aarti ji, can I remind you?
Very quickly, Vinod.
Can I remind you of the 80s?
Vinod, we don't have time.
Here, I'm trying to say something. Yes. Let me speak.
Quick.
There was a movement against a strong anti-defamation law brought by the Rajiv Gandhi government in the 80s. And the forefront of that movement was BJP. And many BJP supporters. So I think
what is the point, Vinod?
Sir, the point would you let me finish, then I'll make the point.
We are completely running out of
What
time.
I'm saying is that when you are in public life, you should stay clear of litigation. You must fight your battles politically.
Okay. I think on that note, we need to end. This is as far as the original question of whether Delhi should go in for fresh elections, it looks like there is no other option but to go in for fresh elections. However, whatever may be the trouble which the people of Delhi will have to bear because of that, we will see how this if we go for a fresh election, what will happen is something which we'll have to wait and watch. Thanks to all my guests, Aarti Mehra, Brijesh, Kalappa, Ashish Khetan and Vinod Sharma. Please keep watching. We'll come back with another issue in Big Picture same time tomorrow.